Great news, everyone. Not only has SearchBot been upgraded to the latest ChatGPT 4.0 mini model, but SearchBot now has internet access. Talk about an upgrade. Ready to feel the performance boost? Visit searchengineland.com/searchbot to get started.
Welcome everyone to Performance for All, an SMX Next session. My name is John Zucker. I am the Senior Product Marketing Manager at Mountain, and I'm very excited today to talk to you about connected TV, how you can transform it into a performance channel today for your business, and how it can not only just drive conversions and revenue in its own right, but also elevate the impact of your paid search and social campaigns. So today, we'll be covering really three things. The first is the importance of connected TV's halo effect in other channels. The second is how this halo effect produces better results on search and social. And finally, how connected TV lets you incorporate keyword strategies into your targeting strategy to make it easier than ever to bring your paid search skills over to connected TV campaigns. So first, I'd like to take a step back and just talk a bit about connected TV. Years ago, linear TV was the only player in the game, and it was reserved for the only top 100 to 500 advertisers. It was reach forward, it was brand focused, and it really wasn't focused on down funnel outcomes. CTV changed all of this. Not only does CTV allow you to deliver down funnel measurable outcomes, but it also democratized TV overall as a channel. It opened up opportunities for small and mid-sized businesses to use CTV and actually optimize it towards their own goals. That's why connected TV really is the next scalable performance marketing channel. And thousands of brands today are using it alongside their paid search and social strategies to deliver real down funnel performance. This isn't surprising. More adults actually use CTV than Meta. So that's 72% of adults use CTV versus Meta, that's 68%. And adults spend 3 times more time on CTV than on Meta. That's really valuable. This is where you're getting attention, and this is where you're getting scale. The really nice thing about CTV is, again, it has the digital pipes that you're used to with most performance marketing. You can target your audiences. You can create creative. It's never been more accessible, less expensive for a small business to create a high quality TV ad and then go live. And finally, you can actually measure the down funnel, site visits, conversions, and revenue that you're delivering with your campaigns on a totally deterministic and causal basis. Now, not only is CTV delivering performance in its own right, but it's also boosting the effectiveness of your other marketing channels, namely paid search and social. Now, this is what we like to call the halo effect. And it's really important for an effective omni-channel marketing strategy. With CTV, you're really having TV deliver the main message of your narrative. And if you think about it, TV is delivered, it delivers ads on a 55 to 65 inch screen on average. It's non-skippable, 15 to 30 second ads. You can really get your full brand and narrative across, give a CTA in the front, bottom hand corner, and at the back of your commercial. So people really know who you are, what you stand for, what products you're selling, and where they can go to learn more or to eventually make a purchase. This is really, really powerful because it allows your paid search and social campaigns to do significantly less lifting. So paid search, it's a great channel and you absolutely still need to use it. But as we all know, it's not really a demand gen channel in the sense that it's bringing in new prospects to your business. You're targeting hand raisers and people who are on the precipice of converting, and that's fantastic. But you need to be able to fuel that funnel with more people learning about your businesses and actually going in and searching organically. The second is paid social. It's really mostly appearing on a 6.5 inch screen. You might be able to catch somebody's attention for 1, 2, 3 seconds if you're lucky. But if they're not already familiar with your brand and your narrative, it's going to be really difficult in order to stop that thumb in kind of the endless scrolling that happens on a day-to-day basis. With connected TV, again, you're delivering that ad, you're introducing them to who you are and your business. That way, when they see your social ad, they already have that recognition, their thumb stops, and they're willing to take a click through and convert. What's really cool about this is with the halo effect, it actually fuels a really smart omni-channel creative strategy. And so what we're seeing is that advertisers that are using connected TV and making it a part of their performance marketing mix are finding the most success when they use the exact same style of creative to create a holistic message across touch points. So it starts with your connected TV ad. Again, you're showing your full ad, who you are, 15, 30 seconds. And then on your social campaign, you're using a version of that same creative that's recognizable. So somebody who's already seen your ad can then go and have that recognition when they're being retargeted. And finally, it's clicking through to your landing page, which again has cohesive branding and messaging to go along with the other message you have in market. This is really cool because it means you, A, can create one message for your business, but B, you can create one type of creative and then reuse it across channels. So you're not building a ton of different assets. You're really building one asset and you're repurposing it in different sizes and in different styles. So we see that this works. And one advertiser that I'm showing here, Betty's, they actually do this really well. So I want to show their commercial because this is a great commercial to kind of introduce you to who they are. And then it set up their paid search, social, and landing page ads.
I get it. Motherhood is messy, but with Betty's, making the bed doesn't have to be, especially for your kids. All you have to do is zip and you're done. Betty's makes it easy for her, him, and especially him.
Oh, this thing is
Amazing. I know. Start your morning off right with just a quick zip and save time for making memories together. Zip over to bettys.com to get started today.
And that's a fantastic ad. It's one that performed really, really well. It has a CTA at the end. It's very clear. It introduces the product, why it's important, why it matters, why it's easy to use. And it's awesome because somebody who's watching this ad and then later gets retargeted with a social ad, all they have to do is see Betty's, which is something they might never have heard about before, and they know exactly who it is. They have that recognition, and they're much more likely to actually click through the ad and later convert. And so we've actually seen brands and agencies use this halo effect in this exact strategy to work before. So MNTN is an agency. They have a brand called Bones Coffee Company, and they actually use CTV in a really smart way to take advantage of the halo effect and ultimately deliver a higher return on ad spend with their entire marketing budget. So here's what they did. They targeted net new customers with Mountain. So these are entirely net new customers who are seeing their ads for the first time on connected TV. They then created an audience from those site visitors who saw a CTV ad, visited their site, and then built that audience in Google Analytics. They then retargeted those audiences on YouTube search and on shopping campaigns. And then finally, they measured their campaign's impact on their overall marketing efficiency ratio. And what they found is by taking this approach, they were able to increase their overall return on ad spend by 10%. Their paid search return on ad spend actually increased by 36%. And they decided that after this initial test, they increased their CTV spend by 16% period over period because they saw that having this flow of main narrative messaging, retargeting in other environments, ultimately drove significantly more value and then revenue for their customer. So when we talk about the halo effect, something I like to talk about really is taking a step back and thinking about the quality of traffic that you're driving to your site when somebody sees your TV ad. So we did a little bit of a study on our end, and we actually saw that when you compare people who saw a TV ad and then visited your site versus those who just saw a social ad and visited your site or a paid search ad and visited your site, those who watched a TV ad actually stayed on our advertisers' websites significantly longer than those who just watched or just saw a social ad or visited by way of paid search. So the quality of the visit is actually a lot higher. The attention is higher. And that quality of site traffic ultimately is what has a major impact on the halo impact of CTV. So we see that on average, people who watch a CTV ad and then click through a paid search ad actually convert at a 22% higher rate than those who just go to a paid search ad without having seen a TV ad before. So it really is such an important thing to be able to introduce your brand with a full narrative and then drive them down the funnel versus just trying to get them with a very small piece of your narrative because it hurts your likelihood of actually converting those users. Now, I'd like to take a moment to actually shift a little bit of the conversation. We've already talked a bit about how CTV can help improve the impact of your paid search and social campaigns. But I also understand that a lot of people watching here today might not actually be using connected TV in their current marketing mix. And sometimes adding a new channel can be a bit daunting. So that's why I wanted to come here and talk to you about a new technology that actually makes connected TV much more accessible for anybody who's ever activated a paid search campaign. So historically, when you're activating and targeting audiences on TV, you have to use a very similar approach that you use to programmatic. You target fairly broad segments. You can reach your audience, but there's going to be some wasted impressions. And ultimately, you can drive performance, but it won't be the best possible performance that you can drive. We recognized that this was a problem. And so we decided to actually build something brand new that would make CTV not only more impactful for paid search and social marketers, but also easier to use. And we call that Mountain Matched. Simply put, Mountain Matched is the only keyword targeting on CTV. Mountain is the only platform that actually offers keyword targeting on TV today. We released it about 6 months ago. And the way it works is pretty simple. We match your brand specific keywords with real-time consumer data so you can build highly relevant audiences that are most likely to convert after watching your commercial. So this goes beyond traditional targeting. It actually removes a lot of the waste of targeting, but it also makes it a lot easier for a paid search marketer to come in, use their skill set, and activate a connected TV campaign that delivers real site traffic conversions and revenue. And so I want to talk a bit more about how it works and how you can use it to actually target your highest intent audiences on connected TV and drive the best possible performance. So again, very similar to paid search, our system will actually build you a suggested keyword list. This will describe your customers and the types of products that they like to buy. You can then edit it and add to it just like you do on paid search. We'll then use those keywords to match you with your top prospects based on their shopping behaviors, interests, and life events. In other words, if you enter the keyword denim jeans, we'll add customers that are highly likely to buy denim jeans into your audience. Our system only looks at data from the past 30 days and it refreshes daily, so you'll always be targeting customers who are actually in market for those products. So that's really exciting, and it keeps the relevance of your audience incredibly high, which helps a lot with performance. But it actually doesn't stop there. We're also the only platform that automatically organizes your prospects based on their likelihood to convert. So each household in your audience is put into one of 3 buckets: high intent, medium intent, and maximum reach. You can then plan your spend based on how much of each audience you'd like to target in your campaign. So for example, you could target 100% of your high intent audience and get the exact same return on ad spend. So most of our customers target at least a portion of this audience. This type of performance forecasting is entirely new to CTV, and it's optimized for performance marketers. Again, we want you to be able to use the same skill set that you use on paid search and the same strategies you use on paid search to target your customers and deliver performance on connected TV. And so I wanted to provide an example of a customer that was one of our earliest adopters of Mountain Matched and how they were able to use it to deliver success. So One Wheel is a really awesome challenger brand. They created the One Wheel patented electric skateboard. It is an extremely cool product, but it's also a product that is kind of difficult for a brand like that to find customers who are highly likely to buy it. People who are going to love it are going to buy it, but again, it's trying to find those people that can be really difficult, especially on TV. So they wanted to expand their customer base and drive sales growth. The uniqueness of their product made it a challenge to reach their specific audience. They used Mountain Matched and built a really specific, highly targeted keyword audience for connected TV. They were able to pinpoint and connect with CTV viewers who had that high intent to purchase. And they actually saw that their campaigns had a huge increase in return on ad spend. So comparing their original TV campaigns to their Mountain Matched keyword campaigns, their return on ad spend increased by 15x. They delivered a 95% lower cost per acquisition, and their site visit rate increased by 14x. So it was really cool to be able to show and see a brand who came in, had a unique product, used keyword targeting, and saw a ton of success with CTV on a channel that they typically wouldn't have been able to use before. And so to wrap things up, I just want to cover today's 3 key takeaways. The first is connected TV is an essential part of an omni-channel marketing strategy. You can use high-impact video creative to educate consumers on your offering in a non-skippable, fully lean environment, and you can retarget them across other platforms like paid search and social that no longer have to do the same lift that they did before. Adding CTV to your performance marketing strategy will ultimately boost the results of other performance channels, creating that halo effect that we talked about. And finally, with mountain match keyword targeting, advertisers can get complete control over targeting, just like paid search and social, bring the same skill sets they already have to a brand new channel, and deliver even better results. And so that's everything I had prepared for you today. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you have any other questions, feel free to follow up with us. I'd be happy to continue the conversation. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching. Click the agenda link at the top of your screen to choose your next session.